My team and I are being called upon to justify and prove that the United Nations actually take into consideration our role and contribution to sustainable development and strive to empower us to do more. First, the fact that has not underestimated the roles of youth in sustainable development. As my dear co-debater said, sustainable development is the development of the present, looking at the goals of our present generation without compromising that of the future generation. She clearly said that there is the Youth 2030 strategy which has been organized by the United Nations. I want to ask you a question. Thank you for even laying out that fact. Paperwork without proper implementation, as my co-debater said, is useless. Also, how can you say that there are programs which have been organized by the United Nations to empower the youth, meanwhile in the democratic power of the youth in law to other United Nations money funding organizations to seek for funds? How then should the youth be able to carry out their programs? How should they be able to implement these 17 development goals that we have organized in order to carry out their programs? They don't have funds, and this decision was only made by the United Nations. So I stand here to agree with my co-debaters to say that the United Nations has actually underestimated the role of the youth in our society. Also, there is no official declaration in the United Nations program that allows you to be able to make decisions on their own. They are constantly suppressed. Their voices are not actually heard. They have the right to give propositions which in the end are not even valid, which are not even valid. They are not even considered in the General Assembly. I would like to take, for example, here in Cameroon, you said that there are public speaking events that have been organized like this one standing here. I would like to ask you, if you look into the organization of this public speaking event, who are the founders? Who are those who set the initiative of this? Who are those who propose the ideas? I can take that, not youth. The youth, their voices are not heard. The voices.
First of all, ask yourself why the UN Day was created. This was created because the UN wants to thank us for our contribution for uniting this Cameroon country in 1966. And now we are celebrating it to call for more youth to come and join the force in promoting the SDG, that is Sustainable Development Goals. Secondly, now if you look around the world, look in our country, you see most specialized doctors are ranging from the age 20 to 24. And that is the age of youth. That shows that the UN has given us the opportunity to express our skills and talents. That is the ability and the capability for us to show our skills and talents. Also, the UN has also given us opportunity to express ourselves and opinions. That's why they organize debate competitions and to showcase our views of the world and SDGs. That's why they brought about public speaking competitions. In my school, for example, not like this, 2 years ago, I had an old and aging principal which could barely implement rules, but only make rules. But now, we have a very young and healthy principal who can not only make rules, but also implement them. Also, during the first term, my school milieu, UN ambassadors came to my school in search of junior parliamentarians. They came to our school so that we can help them. We can help them in promoting the SDGs. Security, peace, and all the rest. Also, furthermore, youth participation in peace building and conflict events. The UN acknowledges that the youth are agents of peace and not instead of conflict. That's why in Cameroon, UN supported young youth peace clubs and dialogue initiatives to help youth promote peace, conflict in these regions, contribute to SG16, which is peace, justice, and strong institutions. Finally, empowerment of young men and girls. The UN places strong emphasis on gender equality and youth inclusion. In Cameroon, UN Women runs programs that empower young women through leadership training, advocacy, and education. This initiative help gender inequality and allow youth to make their choices, allow young women to contribute actively in development and government. Let's show that in Cameroon, we don't only take old and aging women.
3 minutes gone.
We don't only take old and aging women, we also take young women to contribute to other things. So to promote gender equality, which is one of the SD.
Innovation and action. Are you aware that the youth are great innovators? Will you meet an old person, let me say above 30, to bringing out a solution to a particular problem? We came here, you mentioned debate actually. We are coming here as youth to come and speak about the debate. Are you aware that the UN doesn't consider anything? Do you think that after this they'll take the report and go and present it to the UN? No. There is economic miscalculation. Youths don't have a say in economics planning. Youth don't calculate anything, any budget they don't control. Youth are not empowered. That is because the UN thinks that youth don't have any say. They don't belong anywhere actually.
3 minutes gone.
That's why my team members and I here strongly stand for the fact that the UN has underestimated. They are not valuing anything that the youth say. They have underestimated the role and contribution of the youth in sustainable development. Thank you.
Good morning to you, dear colleagues. Good morning to you, dear opponents. And thank you for being here, dear judges. I'm here to turn tables around for the motion of this House believes that the UN has undermined the role of contribution of youths. One thing about this is that, have you ever wondered why the UN has really undermined the fact of smoking, going to nightclubs, getting drunk, young youths at the age of 15 taking mania? Is it really cosplay? Is it really that arrogant for people to really take mania at the age of 15? And the fact that a youth never created debate. If a youth never created debate, and a good person did, that means he wants to hear our cries. We talk about breast ironing. Breast ironing has been for those ages where our mothers were still young. When we talk to the UN about it, did they not solve that problem? Have they not banned breast ironing? But it still continues in that villages, which is illegal. We talk about another point where the UN works closely to the organizations and to implement development projects. Think about the point that where you said that a remote aeroplane was created. Are you aware that a child in Bamenda created a remote car and now it's being sold in Kafumani? That is called GoFast. Now, Cameroon has several NGOs which are there to support us and to collaborate with us. The UN agents in areas such as health awareness, education, environmental procedures, protection, ensuring youths aren't sidelines but actively involved in things like debate, all of this stuff. Debate, they have really heard our cries. That's the reason why government really trying to look for a solution now. I tell you that the reason why you guys believe that UN has really undermined the UN because you guys aren't patient. If you guys are patient, you guys wait for a point to come where you really solve the problems. Think about trash picking. We have been doing trash picking a lot of days. Young youths have gone and picking trash around. All of them. Have the government not appreciated that? The UN has really appreciated that. About the other point where the first speaker really came up here and told us that we don't have was it the speaker? Yes, the speaker actually said we don't have any place in this society. Where are you guys right now? Are you not in front of the museum? That shows that you guys actually have place. You guys are the leaders of your younger ones. From once, are the leaders of from once. From once are the leaders of classes. From once, we are here to come and debate and tell you you guys are patient. You guys are patient and wait for the government to
Nous aurons de prime abord l'intervention
it doesn't mean that it actually undermines
de la DGSN autour de la sécurité, de la paix, du respect des emblèmes nationaux.
How can we ensure that
Étant donné que cette
achievable
journée
and sustainable in the long term while still maintaining the innovative and
à la
community
journée
driven spirit?
culturelle et artistique,
at that point.
nous aurons
What the government has been
dans le
doing
village
3 minutes gone.
des événements
actively
tels que
when children are selling food,
les déjeuners de monde,
government takes and even
grandeur
adds money
nature,
to them.
avec les
Homeless children,
mannequins
young youths
qui vont
have been distributing
aborder
food
les tenues
to homeless children. That just shows the way how the government supports them. Another day on TikTok, I watched a video of a young man who was selling food
nous
to
aurons
children
bien
for free,
évidemment
for totally
une
free.
démonstration
And the government applied her
de
with a
traite
restaurant. Right now, she's really big time of supporting young children who are
avec
homeless.
l'artiste international.
Where are they today? We don't know, but we know that they are successful. If we really be patient, and the UN finally find a solution to all our problems, I can beg you guys to not come up here and say this rubbish thing.
Avec ces tresses à base de la laine. Il fait des tresses
Absence of and development funds. We have the guest speaker who will speak about employment and skill, tokenism, innovation and activism, and economic speculation. Thank you very much.